Hi YouTube, this is Circus Gaming here, bringing to you my first video on Epic 7. Today I'll be showcasing Summertime Iseria. She's the current rate up character for the Summertime event. She's a 5-star ranger. She excels mainly in cleave comps. She outputs high damage with her bombs whenever they explode on a target. Her S1, Are You the Culprit, has a 60% chance to dispel 2 buffs on target. It's a single target. And it goes up to 15% with Molagora ups. Her S2 Suppression Attempt, that lets her soul burn the first time in a battle for free. It also prevents her from landing any critical hits, so you don't need to build her any crit or crit damage, and it also scales her attack up by 35%, maxing to 50% at max Molagora. Whenever an ally attacks all enemy units, it will trigger her Suppress, which will randomly drop 2 bombs on 2 of the enemy units, on top of that pushing the team's CR up by 15%. It is worth noting that this is considered a non-attack skill, so units like Selene and Poultice will counterattack whenever she triggers this ability. So she is countered by a couple units because of this ability. Now, her S3 Sword of Flowers will attack all enemies on top of reducing their attack and boosting your team's speed up. However, the big thing is that whenever she hits all the enemies with her S3, it will trigger any bombs that's landed on them, thus giving her an ability to both land bombs and detonate them to do big damage in cleave comps. So she is mainly a damage dealer in those comps on top of filling the role as a CR pusher. Now, it is pretty much necessary for her to have her main artifact, the Star of the Deep Sea, since it lands bombs on her S1, but you would need to max level and max limit break her artifact to have the most use out of it. It would grant a 100% chance to land at least 1 bomb on her S3. Since she needs another unit to trigger with, some of the best partners with her are other speed contesters, such as Ran and Piera, which both have AoEs built into their kits. Ran is the one I would prefer to run with her, since he gives a defense break across the enemy team whenever he lands his S3, on top of giving immunity with S2 that grants him the extra turn to do an S3. So either one of those 2 units are highly recommended to run with her to have the most use out of her kit. Now, one unit I would consider running with her as well is actually Moonlight Angelica, the sinful Angelica version of her, since she gives the entire team an attack buff on top of a cleanse against units such as her other counterpart, the Guardian of Light Angelica, whose S2 can technically cleanse the bombs off of targets that are landed by Iseria's S2, so I would consider not running Summertime Iseria into the comps containing Guardian of Light Angelica. Now, other units I would pair up with her would be, say, another damage dealer to ensure that you can kill the enemy team, maybe Vildred or Arbiter Vildred, on top of maybe a single target dealer if you think that the tank on the other side is too strong, like Hua Yang or Apocalypse Ravi, to make sure like you do have backup damage dealer to make sure you can clear out the match. Now, I'm going to showcase some arena matches with her now. I'm sitting around 4,000 Challenger right now. I will do another video later showing myself climbing from 4,000 Challenger up to the next tier, so be on the lookout for that. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and catch you on the next one.